Alright, this is going to be a short story about Marttiini knives. And this is the second Marttiini that I bought recently. And the reason I got them, because this is the first Marttiini I got. And you can see the little logo on the sheath. It's the Marttiini. They're made in Finland. And this one is the Hunter, and it's like 9 inches long. And why I like this so much, it's because of the sharpness. It came like Dr. Sharp. Not sure if that's a good term, but it's so sharp. I'm going to do a sharpness test in a little bit, but let's open the second one I got. And here's the box that it came in. It comes in a real nice box. It's not a collectible box, but it's pretty nice. And this is the Marttiini Little Condor Basic, and it's just like the Hunter. It's just a few inches shorter. Now you can see they look just about the same kind of sheath. And the blades are identical, except the other one is shorter. The one I just got is shorter. Let's take a look at the sheath first. It's made of leather. It's stitched. It's got a couple of rivets in it. It's got a nice, generous belt loop. And one of the things I like about this sheath, it's got a plastic. You can see from right there, all the way to the end, it's got a plastic liner on the inside. So you can't go in there and shove that knife in there and start cutting the sheath up. Goes in there real nice. But one part about that I don't like, it does not have a drainage hole on the bottom. So if you're going to take this out into the rainy weather with your bushcraft, you should probably cut a hole in the bottom or make a little hole somewhere, because it will probably retain water. Okay, so that is the little bitty, it's called the Condor Basic. And let's a couple of specs. It's made out of Carbonox high carbon steel. Now the overall length of this little guy is 7.5 inches. The blade length is 3.5 inches. Like I said before, it's the sharpest blade I've ever bought for a factory edge. It's really sharp. And the weight on this thing is really good. With the sheath, it's only 3 ounces. 3 ounces with the sheath, and the knife itself is 1.8 ounces. So you can wear about 5 of these and you wouldn't know you had them on. So that's really good. Like I said before, it's made in Finland, and the price on these, well, let's see where I got them. I got them from the Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and there is a website if you're interested. It's smkw.com. That's the Smoky Mountain Knife Works website. And the price on these, it's worth taking a look at because they're so good. On Amazon, it beats Amazon by 20%. And the 9-inch, this one up here, the 9-inch Hunter that I had, was, you can see that one there is $15.99, and the one I just got, the Little Classic, is $14.99, and plus shipping and handling is about a little less than 20 bucks. So this is the best price on these Marttiini outdoor knives, as they call them. I recommend them as very light duty knives. They'd be really good food prep knives if you're outdoor camping. Also, they'd be really good knives to be given as presents, Christmas presents, or something like that. And as a comparison, I'm going to compare them to just 2 knives. Here's this is a Mora. This is a Mora knife, and the big one, the 9-inch knife, they're about the same size. That's the 9-inch Marttiini knife on the bottom. That's the Mora on top. About the same size, about the same cost. Both of them very good. And the one I just got, the Condor Basic, is just about the same size as the K-Bar little fin. There's the K-Bar little fin, and the price is comparable too. I think the little fin was a few dollars more, and it looks like it's about an inch shorter. Okay, I'm going to do a real fast cut demonstration, and this is going to be on just on paper. Now this is really interesting because this is the first knife that I've got that it feels like the paper is not there when I'm cutting it. It just feels like it's going through, and I don't really feel the paper. Normally you can feel the paper being cut when you pass a nice blade through the paper, but I do not feel the paper. It's that sharp. Okay, I'm going to do one more cut test comparison. I got a box of these disposable sterile scalpels, and I'm going to pull one of these things out and do a comparison cut test. So these things come in their little foil wrappers, and they're sterile. I'm going to open one up. These things are really cheap too. But these disposable steriles come with a guard, a blade guard. Let's see if I can get that off without cutting myself. Okay. And it looks like it's a replaceable blade. Maybe not. Anyway, these things come in a lot of different blade configurations. I don't know what this is called, but this is the shape. Okay, I'm just going to do a just to see how it feels when I cut this paper with this is supposed to be Dr. Sharp sterile disposable scalpel. See that? Compared to the Marttiini, this is junk. I would say this disposable sterile scalpel is not nearly as sharp as the Marttiini I just bought. Let's take a look at that Marttiini sharpness again. Okay, I'm really satisfied with the sharpness of this Marttiini, and like I said, this is the knife I would use if I was a doctor. Very sharp. But for camping, food prep, you can't beat this one, especially for the price. And like I showed you, it's like $14.99. And a couple things about it. You can see the Marttiini logo engraved on the blade there, and the inox steel logo, and it's got, looks like it's an aluminum handguard right there with a craton or some kind of rubber handle, so it's really nice to hold on to. You can hold on to that really good, especially for food prep. Be a good little camp knife. Okay, and that's just about it, except for I wanted to try to figure out how long the tang on this knife was, and since you can't take it apart, I couldn't take it apart without ruining it. I always do a magnetic test on it. Now you can see that's the magnet grabbing a hold of the blade, and the way I do this, I look and wave it across the back and see if I get any reaction at all. And I can feel just a little bit of pulling from the magnet all the way back to here. So I think the tang on this thing goes all the way down to right about here. So it's about a 95% tang, I'd say. So it should hold up pretty good, but I wouldn't recommend it for heavy duty use. Food prep, feathering, things like that. And for the value, yeah, I'd highly recommend it. It's a really good knife, and probably a good Christmas present, birthday gift, something like that. Okay, there you go. That's the Marttiini, my second one. I really like it. Knuckle bump.